First of all, I'd just like to say congratulations to Justin on graduation. And I definitely want to thank our Google team once again for making the trip down Columbia Way. As you guys learned this time, the road between Cambridge and Columbia is not an often and easily traveled one. And I can't begin to express how much making the trip to share your insights in person means to us. And it also gives me an excuse to drink beers on a Wednesday. So everybody wins. Well, you guys learned during that 7-hour road trip yesterday, we just couldn't help but think of what the trip here must have been like. The 4 of you guys squeezed in a Ford Escort, Dan driving, Andrew behind him wearing Beats headphones, kicking Dan's seat, Elizabeth having never been here before, wondering if I-70 is ever going to end up in a town or not, discussion of when they are going to stop and get gas, and where they're going to stop and eat, and now all of a sudden Belly mentions that she drank too much water, and now we have to stop and go to the bathroom. Dan's trying to convince them to hold off for just a few more exits, all while they argue over what radio station to listen to. So it must have been quite the ride. But we hope it was worth it. And we're really happy to honor you with the Employee of the Month Award. And while we were preparing this award, it actually kind of got me to thinking, I wonder what it would be like if you guys actually did work at Veterans United. Now, if you guys are hired here, I understand that questions would immediately be abound. But allow me to temper some of that initial squall with some common, frequently asked questions. Bryan, are you concerned about the strain the extra people will put on an already sluggish internet connection? Friends, more agreeable I could not be. In fact, VU Internet Wizard Randy Robb has already been contacted about doubling our bandwidth so that Dan can still easily scour YouTube and we can all still seamlessly watch the videos of his weekly Friday YouTube recap. Bobby has asked me, I'm worried that Dan's style will threaten me as the most handsome and fashionable member of the marketplace. This is a fair concern. Dan would certainly arrive as the most modern and well-groomed man in Columbia. Unfortunately, Rob, Zane, and Chris would convince him to start getting his hair cut with their boy Daryl, leaving his hair terribly disfigured and your title would say. Alex asked me, being a downtown Columbia power user, I'm wondering if part of Andrew's job responsibilities will include being a proper bro and raging with me whenever I like. The answer there is a most likely not to a definite no. In fact, in a move that speaks volumes, we would actually strictly prohibit Andrew from hanging out after 6:30 p.m. with anyone who has ever used the word proper to describe it. So, hopefully quelling some of that initial pushback, let's gaze a little deeper into the crystal ball and envision them as employees of Veterans United. As is customary at VU, we'd let them pick their own job titles. Dan would choose Magistrate of Hunting and Fishing, and Andrew would pick CTO, Chief Tailgating Officer. Also in standard Veterans United procedure, they would each be allowed to hire 3 interns, each of whom would also be allowed to hire 2 interns. I can already see Dan, Cindy, and Galloway gathering in the morning around the fresh fruit fridge to talk about parenting. They mention how hard it is to get their kids to behave at family dinner, including not putting your elbows on the dinner table. In an attempt to be helpful, I chime in mentioning that I have a similar problem trying to get Alex and Zane to keep their elbows off our table at 10 below to give people more room in there to dance on top of it. Yes, I can see it now. Dan and Rob would meet up in the morning to talk about Rob's various theories, including the benefits of eating an all-bean diet, how to best ride horses in the ocean, or his theory about how dolphins will soon take over the world. Wait, actually, that would never happen. Dan has way more sense than that. So, and of course, you would of course get to keep up on all the VU lingo. You know that you would fit in here once you know what. After noodle tag at field day, I'm going to hit the beef factory in Brana, change into a deep V, check van flow real quick, grab a Joey for sun fuel, then rage at Roxy. So yes, each morning, Butcher and Andrew would spend hours reading MLB.com coverage on the Cardinals and Red Sox, and they of course end up in the World Series against each other. Butcher would get goosebumps thinking of the South County-laced cauldron of pain Busch Stadium would be for the visiting Red Sox, while Andrew, meanwhile, would get Big Poppy to be a spokesperson for Veterans United. This would lead Butcher to implement the first ever steroid testing program for all VU employees. But of course there would be a lot of positive impacts too. I've often said that Alex doesn't even need a manager. In fact, he actually needs 3. Now with Dan and Andrew on the case, we can finally get him to hang up his whiteboard, teach him how to operate the blinds by his desk without the help of a designer, and properly fasten a belt. This would leave him with plenty of time to call his array of account reps and talk about the web. And now, with Andrew working on our websites, leads would just start flowing in. In fact, we'd have so many leads that Veterans United loan officers would have to cut down their 2-hour-long lunch workouts at the gym to a paltry 45 minutes. We would also have to hire 30 additional loan officers, thereby doubling the amount of luxury pickup trucks in Columbia. And while increased volume numbers are certainly great, there's more to the story. Elizabeth, this is your first trip to Columbia, and I want to let you in on a little secret. What it is that makes Veterans United so special and so unique is that we believe that our success as a company is not measured solely by leads, or by growth, or by revenue, or by profits, but by the positive impact that we have on our clients, colleagues, coworkers, and community. You see, each day, hundreds of veterans learn about our company through Google search, content, and display. Google plays a tremendous part in creating the great stories we hear about veterans, helping veterans into the Lighthouse program, connecting with real estate agents, and into their family homes. By helping them find our company, Google enhances the lives of our veterans, borrowers, and actively contributes to the VU spirit. And I can already see how Dan and Andrew would embrace this philosophy. As a longtime volunteer, I'm sure Dan would be the first in line to build houses for Habitat for Humanity, as we have done for veterans in the past. But Dan, I have some bad news though. Turns out veterans can't use their VA benefits in Columbia, the country, so you'll have to build the houses here in Columbia, City.
I'm out.
It's through this philosophy that Veterans United has forever transformed the cozy college town of Columbia, Missouri, and Google has been a tremendous part of that success. Even on your trip here this week, you've been able to see how Columbia has changed by staying in the much more swanky Broadway Hotel downtown. Don't worry though, Willie's and Fieldhouse right next door are still just as terrible as ever, and I'm sure we'll be headed there shortly. But all this said, it looks like the crystal ball isn't predicting a bright future for everyone. My first official act would be to assign the 2 most prestigious and coveted responsibilities in all of marketing, which is driving me places and checking the mail, to Andrew. Unfortunately, this would leave Jeremiah with no remaining job responsibilities, and he would be forced to resign. So we'll have to close down the crystal ball for now. Thanks again for making the trip, and I can promise you that if anyone knows how to have a good time in Columbia on a Wednesday, it would certainly be this group. So let's celebrate another year of Veterans United and Google partnership together, and after all, we need as many people as we can to keep an eye on Alex. So, thanks for making the trip.